Welcome, everybody, and
Let's take some slow, deep breaths.
thanks so much for coming. And because I know there's a lot of load shedding going on in South Africa, so those that have come, it's just great. So we're going to start as we always do, sending out that gratitude to the world.
To get into that peaceful, receptive state. So we breathe in slowly and deeply. We hold our breath. We breathe out. Then we hold our breath. Let's do that for a few more breaths. Now let's listen for our heartbeat. Our heartbeat, which is a pulse of light coming down through the silver cord from our mighty I Am Presence, anchoring in our heart, giving us life. Let's just see and feel and bless that heartbeat. That heartbeat that anchors into that beautiful threefold flame, which is the anchorage of our mighty I Am Presence within our physical bodies. Let's just connect with that beautiful flame as we sit in that expanded golden flame in the center, golden yellow flame of wisdom and illumination, perception and discrimination. We see our bodies in this beautiful, dazzling golden flame. To the right, we can see the pink flame, that glorious, dazzling pink flame of pure divine love. And then we see to the left of us that beautiful, expanded flame, that sapphire blue, bringing into us the feeling of the will, the power, the faith and the protection from our mighty I Am Presence. See and feel and bless this glorious light. Let's take our awareness now up through the top of our head, through the silver cord, to our mighty, beloved I Am Presence. Let's see this glorious, all-powerful, all-knowing, all-loving presence smiling down on us. Our wonderful presence of God, I Am. And now we see in the center of our chest a beautiful golden sun forming, dazzling and brilliant like the noonday sun. The beautiful focus of light from our I Am Presence. Open our hearts and send love and gratitude to our mighty I Am Presence for beating our heart and giving us life. And now we see those rays from our beautiful sun in the center of our chest, dazzling and brilliant, billions and billions of rays, going forth and connecting up with each and every miniature sun in all the cells of our bodies, our 4 earthly bodies, all those little inner workers receiving this expanded light. Let's feel the joy, the happiness, and the gratitude of each and every little inner worker of our 4 earthly bodies. Sense and see and feel that wonderful light saturating our earthly bodies. And now let's just fill our feelings with a feeling of love and gratitude. And let's call to the beloved Ascended Masters, the beloved Ascended Master David Lloyd, the great God of gratitude, to fill us, each one and all mankind, with this feeling, that light substance from the Ascended Master realm of gratitude and love. We see our beautiful suns turning a deep shade of pink with a golden radiance. Gratitude and love for all our many, many blessings. Gratitude and love to the great Ascended Hosts for these marvelous teachings. Gratitude and love for all our loved ones and our friends. Gratitude and love for our homes and our supply. Gratitude and love for all the many, many blessings that we receive daily on our earthly journeys. Gratitude to the great and beloved elemental kingdom, animate and so-called inanimate, the beauty and bounty of nature. God bless, love and thank them, each and every precious one. Gratitude to the beloved angels, and gratitude to all life on our beloved earth. And now we see these rays in this wonderful expanded state, forming a lattice of light, dazzling and brilliant. We see our entire earth folded in this glorious pink and golden light, saturating every part of life on our beloved earth, especially those parts of life that are never loved or thanked, with this wonderful gift, our opportunity of sending love, light, and gratitude to all life. And we just give deep, deep thanks for this.
Oh, it's nice to send out love and gratitude. And I was just thinking, Jay, would you like to read the opening invocation? Have you got a laptop on, or is it from your phone?
I do.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Before reading the words of a master, we say together with mics muted, as suggested by beloved Lord Cthulhu. Beloved presence of God, I am. It is thy life and intelligence that enables me to read and comprehend and absorb that which is required of me. For life, I am so grateful. Beloved Master Cthulhu, I ask for your feeling and your capacity to use this instruction for God's glory and mankind's comfort. We thank you. And now, great I am presence, take me within thyself. There instruct me and cause me to retain the full memory of these inner instructions. Thank you. From beloved Saint Germain.
Marvelous. Thank you so much, beloved Jay. Okay, so for the week, we've got, we're going to continue with Unveiled Mysteries. And it was Guy Ballard at that time got some important realizations during his stay in the Secret Valley. So it's quite a short one, but it's just a very profound part of that chapter, I felt. And then we're going to listen to Saint Germain speaking about the golden age and our help needed, because it seems to have taken a sort of a flavor this week of the need to call in cosmic beings. It was quite interesting, because beloved Roxanne's going to read the rest of beloved Archangel RAPHAEL's dictation, and it's really attracting solar beings as they pass the earth. It just was a lovely understanding, and I thought it was really interesting. And then I'm going to read from beloved Elmoira, but we also got a lovely gem, which actually Mickey sent through, and I think it was Mickey and Lillian found it on the Path of the Middle Way site, also about the angels and the cosmic angels. It was just so lovely. And the beloved Antoinette will take us to a really important part, which is saying our decrees. So we're going to listen now to Gerald Craig and this part of Unveiled Mysteries.
In most cases, if human beings knew the wonderful things that are sometimes planned for them, they would unknowingly prevent the approach of this greater good. You have been invited here not only to join your loved ones, but to receive definite instruction concerning the existence, use, and direction of the mighty God power latent within you. When you understand how to release and control it, anything will be possible for you. Your loved ones use the light and sound rays in communicating with you. This knowledge, with its power, will be explained, and you too shall be enabled to operate them consciously and at will. You feel deeply, and when that characteristic is consciously governed, there will come an awareness of the mighty God power that stands ready to be released at any instant. You are to remain here for 6 weeks of training, and then return to the outer world to use the understanding you have received. Come again at any time, for you are now one of us. I can never put into words what those 6 weeks meant to me. To become aware of my own ability to use the instruction and application of such wisdom astonished me. Soon I began to gain a confidence in myself that made everything much easier. What seems so mysterious and unusual to the human, I found natural and normal to this stupendous inner presence. I had to realize that I was truly the Son of God. As the Son of the source of all good, the limitless wisdom energy obeyed my conscious direction, and when I directed it, as does a master, produced results instantly. As I gained confidence in my own ability to use the great law, the fulfillment naturally became more and more rapid. I marvel yet at the ever-pouring fountain of love and wisdom that streamed forth from this great Master. We love him with a deep devotion, greater than any love that could ever exist between parent and child. For the love tie formed by the giving of spiritual understanding is eternal and far deeper than any love generated through human experience, no matter how beautiful and strong it may be. He often said to us, "If you will make yourselves an eternal fountain of divine love, pouring it forth into every place your thought goes, you will become such a magnet for all good that you will have to call for help to dispense it. Peace and calmness of soul release a power which compels obedience of the outer mind. This must be claimed with authority. Our home here in this secret valley has been used for over 4,000 years.
Marvelous words, and lovely to read again from the Word document that was sent out. Okay, so now we're going to listen to beloved Saint Germain, and I think it's going to be good.
This is an address by our beloved Saint Germain to the Friends of Freedom, 1958. Blessed and beloved friends of freedom, you who have loved freedom long and are willing to incorporate the energies of your feelings, thoughts, words, and actions to bring freedom to an imprisoned planet, and to the angels that have been enmeshed in human creation, and to the elementals that make up your rivers, lakes, seas, earth, and the air you breathe. For you I am grateful. My dream of many ages has been a world of brotherhood, a brotherhood which neither race, creed, nor color should have any place in differentiating between divine love and impersonal, unified service. Now this planet's axis is straightening, and the violet fire, which I love, blazes forth from its heart center. Those of you who love freedom have written in the ethers these words, I love freedom's star. Ah, how I love this earth, and how I have enjoyed all my lives upon it. I enjoyed the green of the grass, the early spring flowers. No matter what vicissitudes my outer personality had to go through, I would never renounce, even if I had the opportunity to do it over one lifetime. I would never renounce one embodiment upon the platform of earth, because I grew to love beloved Virgo, Pelia, Helios, Vesta, Neptune, Lunara, Aries, Thor, and every one of the elementals, the natural elements, who, despite enduring innumerable conditions of distress, continued to garland the earth with the hope of new springtime. It was in the springtime that I achieved the ascension. It was in the spring that all of the sweetest moments of my various lives were experienced. It was in the spring when beloved Jesus, who the great Lord Maitreya allowed me to guard with the Holy Mother, achieved the resurrection and ascension. We, who had already passed beyond the veil, not only beloved Archangel Gabriel, our great Mahasahib, and the divine beings, but every one of us who had participated in Jesus' ministry, were allowed the privilege by cosmic law of gathering around that tomb in Arimathea's garden. From the time he was placed in the tomb, we knelt in a circle and praised the God of light. We magnetized those gifts and powers which were ours and directed them to beloved Jesus, so that he might have every God assistance. On resurrection morning, the tomb was burst, and he stood forth in the full glory of his manhood. All of us, not only the heavenly host, but the lesser of us who still had a long and tedious journey on the earth, wept with Mary Magdalene in gratitude. Our gratitude for the great gift of being allowed to assist beloved Jesus in any small way during his earth life. Also in gratitude for his own personal consciousness that overcame so-called death and achieved the victory of the resurrection. At the end of our lifespan, each one of us was called back into the inner spheres where we were being trained for future embodiments. Never did I forget, nor anyone who witnessed the visitation of the resurrected Lord, the joy of that majestic figure, beloved Jesus blazing with light, yet in love retaining the stigmata of his wounds, in order that the unbelieving and credulous disciples and friends might know him, so they would know that this was the very body which was mutilated, rather than the transcendent, magnificent electronic body which he had achieved on Bethany's Hill. Ah, beloved ones, when you serve mankind over the ages, you learn something of the skepticism and incredulity of the human mind. Even the beloved Master Jesus, in his great accomplishment, was directed by the beloved Lord Maitreya to leave every mark, except the mark of thorns upon his brow, so that Thomas and others unrecorded might place their hands in the wounds and know that this was the same Master, to know that their friend and beloved teacher had come again through what was called a miraculous process, which in fact is the natural process for all mankind of the earth. I am, through the grace of Almighty God, and through the conferring of the title upon me by beloved Lord Maitreya and the beloved Mahachahan, to be the presiding and directing teacher for the cycle that has already begun. Beloved ones, this cycle will be beautiful in the extreme. It is with a sense of great love for each earnest, sincere student that we pray that some of that beauty may come forth while you are yet in embodiment, that you may know the ceremonial aspect of worship, the great activities of song, chant, the powers of visualization, and the magnificent processionals which we endeavor to establish. As you may see, all of this energy and part of the dignity and beauty of the seventh ray. Beloved ones, it is difficult when an individual has lived many years in an earth body and has accepted a religion or creed. The feeling world of that person and their etheric garment has been charged during the greater part of their life with a particular type of spiritual worship. It is difficult for them to make the transition from one type of service to another. In the 19th century, beloved Lord Maitreya, who has now become your Buddha, interceded with the cosmic law and brought forth
the wisdom aspect of the triangle yet to be completed. I followed that with the power aspect of the triangle through receptive chelas, and mighty fiats and decrees went forth which dissolved the compound. This released all of the inhabitants from certain pressures. Now we come to the love aspect of the pyramid, which is the activity of pure divine love, where wisdom and power are raised through love into spiritual ceremony. Here angels and mankind will join to bring forth the perfection of worship that will not offend the great masses. They, seeing beauty manifested and enjoying it, will want to be like it. Beloved ones, how I have called for the receptive consciousness among the chelas who have served me so well, chelas who can make the transition into the ceremonial activity which we perform at inner levels. We endeavor from your time to time to release this activity to you and through you, which can be yours. Beloved ones, love is the apex of all service. Love personified in song, visualization, and ceremony of every kind, which contains within it no drive, but a magnificent, ever-increasing vibration of peace, perfume, beauty, and perfection. It is to establish this age of ceremony that I live. It is to gain the outer consciousness of some unascended beings long enough to bring forth some of these ceremonies. It is to show the chelas who want to draw the masses that a positive and powerful service in dignity and in love will be what attracts the people. Ceremonies that will sustain them and will bring them back to the teachers who are willing to assist in making the transition. These great masses then become the children of Saint Germain. In all spiritual and mystic literature and initiation is the teaching about the bridge, which is like a drawbridge. The bridge is the reaching forth of the alert consciousness toward ever greater and greater perfection. The bridge goes forth from unascended beings who know there is no such thing as the ultimate. Even the great Sanat Kumara advances when such a bridge is directed forth by those who are willing to pass over into greater light. Then from divinity's realm comes the other half of that bridge until they meet. Now you have the magnificent arch, which is the bridge over which divinity will come to mankind, and over which those who follow those who created the bridge will walk in safety to divinity's presence. Many among mankind do not want such a bridge. They do not want the Passover, any more than the Israelites that were drawn out of the land of Egypt by Moses really wanted liberation. It was not long after they were delivered from Pharaoh's army and the parting of the Red Sea before they wanted to go back to slavery and the idolatry of Egypt that they had known so long. The great Jewish religion today celebrates the Passover, but does not remember the 40 long years in the wilderness caused by the discontent and ingratitude of those that Moses gave his life to free. The leader of any Passover is not usually very popular with the masses. In following in the august footsteps of the great Jesus, I find I shall have to have help from those who profess to love me. This is an address.
Whoops. Oh, Saint Germain's wonderful, wonderful words. All right, this is from beloved Archangel Raphael, and this was the bit I was telling you about that Mickey sent through. It's absolutely marvelous. There's the I did put it up on the website, and I will be definitely putting it into the next newsletter that goes out, but I just took a little bit out of it. It's from beloved Archangel Raphael from Path of the Middle Way. And he says, there are 7 archangels, or the archetype of the angelic evolution as it pertains to this planet. There were countless numbers of us, and yet 7 were chosen. Those who you are now familiar with as the 7 archangels, led by our glorious Prince, Lord Michael, with myself included. However, Beyond an archangel in evolution is the galactic angel, who has been responsible for sustaining God qualities and protecting the evolution for an entire galaxy, the guardian presence of multiple suns, stars, and planets. Such a being is the angel of restoration. And now, possibly your outer mind may recognize the import of the hour when such a being turns that tremendous universal momentum to one small planet. It is heightened this month, taking advantage of the natural currents of resurrection available in the springtime, heightened during the spiritual currents associated with Easter celebration, heightened as well during the opening of our angelic temple, the Temple of Resurrection, which we know we've had for 2 months now. We have tried to impress you with the force of angelic God power available through this retreat over many years. This introductory phase is now finished, and we ask those in physical bodies to use our momentum to advantage in the realm in which it is most needed, to grasp the opportunity of the moment, the currents available from now on high, from the great central source of all resurrection and restoration for this planet. Call us into action. And I know we do call to the angel of restoration. Antoinette often does, and we do call to this great and beloved angel, but it was just, I thought it just put it into a whole different perspective when we read that. So that was just wonderful. Thanks to beloved Mickey for sending it through. And now we're going to say our decree for our beloved brothers and sisters that have recently left their physical bodies. This is a wonderful opportunity we have to help them. So we say together, beloved presence of God, I am in me, and beloved immortal threefold flame of eternal truth within my heart, and beloved Saint Germain. While my body sleeps this night, let all the constructive energy of my entire life stream, including that in my causal body, be used to render whatever service is needed in the violet flame temples established in the psychic and astral realms to draw the full gathered cosmic momentum of the violet purifying flame of divine love and compassion through every discarnate life stream there. Let all the souls who dwell in those realms be drawn into those purifying temples of mercy and compassion, and there have the accumulated destructively qualified energies of their life streams purified and transmuted, so that when they are summoned for re-embodiment by the lords of karma, they bring into incarnation only a heritage of perfection and carry in their life streams no miscreations that would add to their own or the world's distress. We accept this done now with full cosmic power, and so be it, beloved I am. And we just give deep thanks for this. And now beloved Roxanne is going to read for us. It was the second part of Archangel Raphael's dictation, Joy in Service, and it's about instantaneous readiness. Thank you so much, beloved Roxanne. I'm going to hook up the reading there. Let's get a little bit bigger. Thank you, Roxanne.
Thank you, Antia. Hello, everyone. Joy in service is essential. Call to Archangel Gabriel and Lady Hope to fill us with their feelings of joy, buoyancy, expectation, and hope. Resurrection Temple of Jesus and Mary, Journal, Book 4, continued from last week. Instantaneous readiness and a conscious call from Earth are required for cosmic. Now, I can tell you that through the ages, while I have served in this capacity as Archangel of Consecration and Concentration, literally millions of these beautiful solar beings, cosmic beings, and interplanetary emissaries have passed in the vicinity of Earth on a mission which originally did not include a particular benediction or stopping place upon the earth at all. When there was in incarnation upon the planet Earth, even one would of himself prepare and reach up to that honoring, maybe to an entirely different galaxy, was poured down to Earth according to the magnetizing power of the cup, which is the consciousness of the chela we have contacted. However, for the one for whom we have been able to make such an appointment, there have been millions of these great beings who have swept through the cosmos in the vicinity of Earth and have not been able to give their blessings here. You see, these beings are absolutely obedient. First, they have a mission. Second, they have a goal to which they are going, and they have no particular reason for releasing their blessing unless it is asked for by some unascended member of the planet in the vicinity of which this cosmic being travels. Therefore, you see that instantaneous readiness is absolutely essential to our being able to use the consciousness of our chelas, especially at this time. We are now dealing not only with the redemption of the planet's evolutions, but we are dealing with the forward movement of an entire galaxy. For this reason, the interstellar highways between the galaxies, even as far as Alpha and Omega in the great central sun, are now open, and the cosmic emissaries who travel between the suns of the system are often en route from one star to the other. Now we would like to be able to seize upon as much of this light as possible, this light which is flashing backward and forward, and yet shut out from the earth and her people by the protective ring pass knot of blue flame, which had to be created so that the discords of the earth would not pollute interstellar space. It would be so wonderful and of such great assistance to us if you would try to prepare yourselves to magnetize such beings. If you would care to do so, you could so make your call at the beginning of your group endeavors and personal application as well, offering all the energies released during those activities to your own I am presence, to the ascended masters and ourselves, offering it to be used as a magnet to so draw these blessings. This is a completely separate activity from that of dedicating your meetings or personal application to a specific God being whom you know. This which we are now asking you to do is to gather in solar forces which would otherwise pass the earth by and which by magnetization can be utilized in this majestic process of redeeming the earth and her evolutions. Please do not change your pattern of dedicating your meeting to specialized beings of whom you know and whose radiation you thus draw in, through, and around you. But you are to remember that the great unknown divine intelligences are also passing through interstellar space, and their radiation is available to you upon conscious request. May we also suggest that the magnetizing of these great beings depend also upon your releasing a confident, positively qualified energy in your songs and decrees, either personally or in a group. For a lukewarm, slightly interested feeling released when participating in the group activities could not possibly draw the interest of such a cosmic being. You see? Let us see how many of these great solar lords and cosmic messengers we can draw into Earth's atmosphere from now on. Beings who will greatly assist the Earth's freedom by the gifts which they are so willing to give, for they are always looking for opportunity to expand their light. Incidentally, in the past, we have sometimes used your energies to call for such assistance, even without your conscious knowledge of our having done it. However, the requirement now is that you consciously make the call for this blessing. May I tell you that already today, while this meeting has been in session, we have been able to magnetize the presence of a great solar lord of the fifth ray, who has now entered the Earth's atmosphere. At our request for his visit to Earth today to give his blessing, he has contacted his superior upon the sun from which he has come and has obtained permission to stay with us for the rest of this 4-day class. He is a guest of your beloved Adelphia, the great cherubim in charge of your force field here. My beloved Mary, mother of Jesus and twin flame of beloved Raphael, and I leave with you the limitless blessings of our love and light, always. Note, during the class, there were 4 such beings drawn, one belonging to each of the rays represented by the archangels of the days, Raphael, Uriel, Zadkiel, and Michael. These blessings are, of course, eternally sustained and ever expanding.
Thank you so much, Roxanne. I hope everyone could hear because I see I've got a bit of an unstable internet. Oh, it's so difficult. I thought it would be good because it's late at night. But anyway, it's the best we can do here. Anyway, so thanks, beloved, for reading that so beautifully and such important information for us, I thought. It's good to add, I think, in our personal decrees that, we offer our energy to these to the Ascended Masters to draw in these mighty solar lords to help our planet at this critical time. Anyway, so now we're going to watch this beautiful story of Faithy the deer and this lovely woman that's got a non-profit organization that helps the animals. So I hope you enjoy this.
I'm the love of her life, and she's the love of mine. My name is Dawn, and this is Faithy's story for Geo Beats.
Faithy.
I am the wildlife rehabber for Samadhi Wildlife, my nonprofit organization. We rescue and rehabilitate Florida native mammals. Summer 2019. Faithy lost track of her mom, and she managed to wander into the trash dump. She was being observed for 5 days. People had put water out for her. And finally, somebody called me and I intervened. Once I got on site, what I found was a tiny little helpless fawn at the very top of our city trash dump, covered in waste. I was very upset that they didn't call sooner than the 5 days. I believe she just survived on lapping up water as best she could. When I finally was able to get a hold of her, she bleated for her mom. This specific fawn call, loud. She was screaming so loud. I had to literally trudge through trash with her, wrapped in a blanket.
Love you, Faithy.
Taking care of her was very intense. Had to go through multiple treatments, several hours throughout the day for nearly 4 months.
Come here, Faithy.
As she got older, she was moved out into an extremely large paddock. And that's her home to this day. She waits for me.
Faithy.
I call her by her name and she comes running. I dedicate several hours a day just to be with her.
What you looking for? What?
This property backs up to hundreds of thousands of acres and rolls into a national forest. She's got visitors every single night, the possums and the raccoons that come by, and she is very much friends with them.
They're helping each other. Faithy can't reach the leaves, so Frankie is weighing it down for her.
Every single raccoon has bonded with her. She does not know that she's a deer. She thinks that she's a human like me.
Faithy.
And honestly, I feel like I'm a deer like her.
You're looking for snacks.
She'll groom me as if I'm her baby, and I do the same with her. She's just so affectionate and gentle. I'm just blown away by the connection that she has allowed me to have with her. She trusts me. She has a delayed fear and startle response due to the constant handling during treatments, and that imprinted her. I'm in Florida, and Hurricane Ian was back at the end of September. I hunkered down with her for nearly 2 days in a barn stall so that I could protect her. She means that much to me.
Love you, Faithy.
Unfortunately, in this human world, there's not many places left for them to go.
Go play.
They're having to live in a concrete jungle, and they're losing their habitats. They need people to help them now more than ever. She's a pure example of faith, trust, and hope. My bond with Faithy is truly indescribable, and to put human words to such a beautiful bond would honestly tarnish it. She's helped me get through some really, really difficult times. I just lose myself in her eyes. They're the window to peace. I will protect her for the rest of her life on this earth, for as long as she's going to stay here with me.
A lovely story about Faithy. Just such fun. I love the way she played with the other animals. Okay, so now we're going to say this wonderful decree for our animal friends. We say together, beloved, I am presence of all mankind. Charge your mighty light of mercy and compassion to flow through us all and bring comfort to the animal kingdom. May each human being remember and accept their responsibilities as guardians and protectors of this planet's pure and innocent life until all is set free and their divine plans fulfilled. We so decree it, and so be it. In God's most holy name, I am. We accept it done, and we give deep thanks. Thank you. And now I'm going to read from Friendship with the Gods. Beloved Elmoira, just marvelous words from beloved Elmoira. And he says, I represent the will of God, and my service and activity in the inner spheres is a delight indeed. Every master, angel, diva, and elemental in those spheres is in complete accord with that will and welcomes every opportunity to learn what new design is coming forth from the silent watcher in the 24-hour period, rushing into the fulfilling and externalizing of it. In the world of form, however, I, representing the will of God, am the least invited. There is no compromise with human conditions. There is no compromise with personality. Sometimes I wish there were, because I am only the representative, the messenger, and I must give that will to all who stand innocently before me, hopefully raising the cup of their consciousness and timidly invoking that will, yet always holding back just a little. I can hold nothing back when I'm called into action. I live but to externalize that will. And as the water runs impersonally through the channel that is open to it, so does my conscious self rush to and through the life stream that in the silence of their own chambers make the great surrender, a surrender of self and price and purpose, and say with deep subjugation, which means bringing something under control. I looked that up just to make sure we got it right, of the will, thy will be done. Beloved friends, in that hour when you invoke the sacred fire of God's will, and I, the servant of that fire, respond, I can but promise that after the surrender is accepted, which after all is merely a struggle with the outer self, you will find that the will of God for you is much more harmonious and comfortable than that which your fondest dreams could depict as your own human will for the very best for yourself. Oh, so just such wonderful words from beloved Elmira. Bless him forever. And now I thought it would be appropriate for us to sing All Hail to Light. It's just a wonderful song, and we've got it thanks to Scott in Portland and Johannes here in South Africa, and the wonderful ones that help us with the music here. And really, it's just our wonderful opportunity now to call in cosmic light to our song. So I hope you enjoy singing this. Lovely. God bless our beloved Earth. And thank you so much, beloved Ant. You'll take over now. Thanks, Ant.
Wonderful anthem to the light. Just want to stand up to attention and just put. And now we come to this wonderful opportunity that we have to make these mighty calls to the light, to be of service to the light. So we say together, mighty I am presence, great host of ascended masters, archangels and Elohim, cosmic beings and great cosmic light, come forth now in all your cosmic power. Withdraw and withhold all power from destructive forces and individuals with destructive intent throughout the world, right now and forever, whether it is conscious or unconscious. Expose, seize, bind, and render helpless all these sinister forces and their activities until the light has removed them completely, and illumine the source, so this may never act again, and raise up to positions of power the divinely chosen leaders. Replace all with the ascended master consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you. And now we call in that pillar of protection. Beloved mighty I am presence, beloved Archangel Michael, and beloved Commander Conrad, continually intensify your protective pillar of pure light substance and Archangel Michael's armor of light through and around me. Charge with your invincible protection, all powerful and impenetrable. I am invisible. I am invincible. I am invulnerable to anything but thy almighty perfection. I am grateful that we are given whatever added protection is needed, and what we ask for ourselves, we ask for our loved ones, and that which is constructive in all mankind and the world. Thank you. And we just take a moment to visualize, to see and feel this mighty tube of light surrounding each and every one of us. Impenetrable, mighty tube of light around ourselves, our loved ones, this group, our families and friends, and all constructive people, places, conditions, and things around the face of the earth. We thank you. Our decree for divine justice. I am the most intensified cosmic action of the flame of divine justice, blazing throughout the world, right now and forever. I am the law. I am the justice. I am the judge. I am the jury in every court throughout the world. Knowing that I am all powerful, then I know that only divine justice can be done here and now. Beloved Lady Portia, ensure divine justice prevails throughout the world, right now and forever. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. In the name of my mighty I am presence, great cosmic beings and great cosmic light, I decree, I am the presence, charging the minds and feelings of everybody in America and the world with Saint Germain's ascended master consciousness and perfection, right now and forever. I am the presence, blessing, illumining, perfecting, and setting all free in service to the light. Now we have this wonderful opportunity to invoke and visualize this mighty flame of freedom, the violet flame, this flame that has the ability to shatter, dissolve, consume, and transmute all discordant energy of any kind. And after we say our decree together, we're just going to visualize this violet flame completely enfolding all life upon this sweet earth. We say together, mighty I am presence, beloved Saint Germain, and those that minister to the violet flame, come forth now and blaze your cosmic violet fire and cause a mighty victory for all the world to see. I am the law of forgiveness in cosmic action now. I am the victory of the sacred fire in all its cosmic power. Mighty angels descend with your purple wands of fire and strike them into the center of every place where there has been a history of sinister force activity. Transmute and consume it all, cause, record, effect, and memory, and set it all free from that which was never meant to be. Replace it all with ascended master consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you.
And
Now we say together, yes?
sorry, we lost connection there, but anyway, you're back on. Sorry about that. Okay, thanks.
I am the victory of the light. I am the victory of the light. I am the victory of the light. I am the cosmic flame of victory, which reigns supreme everywhere, right now and forever. We accept these calls answered as they are made, according to thy will, with full cosmic power, maintained and doubled each hour until fully manifest. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am, we thank you. And now we end off as we always do by making that mighty call to the shining in the heavens for this 2,000-year period, that supreme light that cannot be requalified with human thoughts or feelings. Together now we see that light, pink and golden rays from the secret love star, consciously directed into every human heart. We see those rays enfolding every man, woman, and child in cosmic divine love, expanding those feelings of unconditional love, of harmony, of gratitude, of kindness and tolerance, of charity, of respect and courtesy, of grace and goodwill, of loving service, those feelings of unity, one holy family, Saint Germain's holy family. We just see our earth, our entire earth, bathed in this pink and golden light. Every human heart open, ready, grateful for this gift, to receive this gift of cosmic divine love, and to further expand and amplify it, each and every one of us. We send our love and gratitude to the mighty beings of light that hold this great focus. God bless you, each and every one. I am the presence, filling my being and world, and that of all mankind, all life on this earth, with light and love from the secret love star. And we give deep, deep thanks for this. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you,
Anne.
beloved aunt. Oh, it's just, sorry about the internet. It just seems to be a little bit unstable.
It was minor. It really was. It was just during the violet flame.
Okay, good. Okay, good. All right. So then I was just thinking who'd like to read. Just see. Vicky, are you able to read, Vicky Benjamin? Do you have a screen? You have a laptop open? Not sure Vicky's there. I'm going to ask Jeanette. Are you open, beloved? Are you there?
Yes.
Thank you.
Beloved, I am presence, and beloved Master Katumi, nourish the seeds planted in my consciousness so that the ideas entrusted to me become manifest flowers of perfect expression in my world and the world of all my fellow men. Beloved presence of God, I am. Pour the light of thy great glory upon my consciousness and nourish the seeds planted by the masters. We thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Oh, there we are. Let's just take a moment and open our hearts, just love and gratitude for what the wonderful teachings and just for those opportunities we have now to call those solar beings into action, those mighty solar lords. And we just give deep thanks. And there we have it. Thanks so much, everybody. I'm just going to stop the recording.